My name is Hannah and I am the Business Development Manager here at Children Inspired by Yoga. Happy International Women's Day. So in celebration of Women's Day, myself and Sam here, who is our founder and CEO, we're going to do a little quick interview because Sam has been a female entrepreneur for over 15 years and she's a very interesting person, and I thought you guys would like to learn a little more about her. So Sam, without further ado, do you want to tell us, like, who are you? What do you do? What's your background?
Thanks, Hannah, for that introduction. So my name's Sam and I started Children Inspired by Yoga in 2004. I've actually always worked for myself. Before that I was a freelance designer and a yoga teacher working for myself, and I just got this thing about feeling like I'm more in control when I run my own business than when I'm working for somebody else. It's just not in my DNA. So I'm a massive fan of helping and supporting women entrepreneurs because for me it's about having control and being able to shape the lifestyle that you really want, especially around a family. Where's Hannah? There she is.
Amazing, thanks so much. Exactly that, actually. One of the best things. So, as well as working with Children Inspired by Yoga, I too am an entrepreneur, and I think one of the best things is exactly that, being able to choose work-life balance, and that's really what we pride ourselves on within Tatty Bumpkin as well, which is also what we call Children Inspired by Yoga. Okay, so Sam, what do you love most about helping other women into business?
I think really for a lot of people it's about confidence and just having a go, and I think my big thing is just anything is better than nothing, so one foot after the other, being in the moment and remembering that sort of 80% of what we worry about is never going to happen. So I really try and take a lot of pleasure in the small steps that I take along the way, and try to enjoy the tiny things, be it learning new software or talking to someone on the phone that inspires you or something like that. So I don't tend to generally look at the big picture because I find that can be really daunting, although obviously there's a time and place for that when you're shaping your business. On a day-to-day level, I try and very much enjoy the small moments, and this is one of those, Hannah, because look, the blossom is out. I don't know if you can see behind me. So we're really lucky. We work in a rural location, and that's another thing about working for yourself, is you can choose how and where you spend your days. So right now me and Hannah are standing decided to go on a walk to record this, and just looking around and looking at the nature we're surrounded by, and even if you're in a town, taking note of the small things that bring you joy. So I know that sounds a little bit corny, but I mean, it really is possible when you run your own business, don't you think, Hannah?
Yeah, I do. I was about to say to you.
Where are you?
I'm like,
we've got a new bit of technology
I was about
here.
to say, do you think that's the best thing about running your own business, is having that? I know you love to get up. So Sam loves to swim. So she gets up in the morning, she goes for a swim. And would you say that, like, owning your own schedule is one of the best things about being a female entrepreneur?
Yeah, I totally.
Or an entrepreneur in general.
Yeah,
it's all about the women.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Whether you're a woman or a man really doesn't make any difference to me. I just think that I'm looking at my mum and Hannah's mum. We were talking about this, how we're the first generation really who were encouraged to go out and run around, to have jobs and careers. And my mum, she was a mum who stayed at home. She did lots of goodly works, but she didn't really have a job when we were growing up. And I think I felt a bit of a responsibility being able to have that opportunity, that I should take it up. And at the same time I still really wanted to have a family, and I couldn't imagine having someone else pick my kids up from school or missing those kind of events that I wanted to be there for. And if you don't mind that's of course completely fine. It's all about personal choice. So I think it's shaping the lifestyle that you want and knowing that you can absolutely do it. So identifying what is really important to you. How would your perfect day look? How would your perfect life look? What sort of balance would you have in it? And then knowing that you have the confidence to do that, and it is possible. So what we do here at Children Inspired by Yoga is, over the past 17 years, we've shaped many women into building their own business, and none of them had had businesses before. Lots of them had really successful careers. Some of them hadn't. Everyone came from different backgrounds, from ice dancers to office workers to all sorts of different things. And I think we just showed them a pathway and gave them the confidence to be able to know that they can run their own business and you can be in control, and it isn't as scary as you think. And in fact, for me, having a job is even more scary because you lose that element of control and you don't know what's around the corner. Whereas when you run your own business, at least you have a say in, the future of your business and how you're going to run it. Wouldn't you say? You
Yeah,
feel the same, don't
absolutely. Yeah, I do. And I was just thinking while she was speaking then, like, it is about having, what's it, animosity, is that the right word?
No, not animosity. That's the wrong word.
I'm having a day where I can't think string a sentence together, so it's probably the worst day to do this. Just having that complete control and choice, and
Autonomy.
Autonomy, that's the one. Over your life. And I love something Sam said, actually. She said, it can be really scary, but what's brilliant as well is that what we do within Children Inspired by Yoga is, because we offer franchises, so there's already a business model already there for you, is that we really bridge the gap between having a job and being a business owner, and empowering women to have it all, which I think for a long time we thought that that's what we wanted to do, but actually when you work for somebody else, that's incredibly hard to have a family and have a very demanding job. But with something like this, it is a place where you can be a really strong business owner and then also be a strong family member as well. So yeah, I feel like that's enough from us today, but I hope that's have you got anything more to
I've just
say?
got one other thing. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and then we were talking about work-life balance, and the speaker said very wisely that a balance implied that you're either tipping one way or the other, and sometimes that's what it feels like when you're juggling. And actually they thought a better phrase was work-life integration, and I think that's really true. There's no perfect solution to all of this, having a family and working, but I feel like with this kind of model, or we really help people to find a balance that's incredibly more beneficial than the balance that they had before, and really it's all progress, isn't it? One step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's definitely my favourite thing about my job, probably, is helping when you kind of have those stories. So we've had quite a few new franchisees start over the last few months, and when somebody sort of tells you a story about how they're absolutely thriving in their business, but then they're still able to pick their children up and they're able to be present. So yeah,
it's all possible. You just have to take the leap, and you just have to believe in yourself and believe in the product, and then you can literally do anything. It's all there to play for. So yeah,
absolutely.